This work is titled The Last View of the Abbey, and what it depicts is Victorian London at a really interesting point. And here we see the River Thames, brown and muddy from all of the horrible things that were dumped into it at this time. And in fact, it was so smelly that when the Palace of Westminster was finally built, they had to soak the curtains in perfume to try and get rid of the horrible smell. In front of the Thames, we see this temporary structure built, and this is really interesting because it shows us how the logistics of the palace was built. And we see stone added on this temporary structure where it is added onto the facade itself. And going further back, we see the House of Lords being built, and we have the first story complete with some little detailing of architectural carving and motifs. Going behind that, we see Westminster Hall, which is interesting in its own right because it sees that the extension, which is where St Stephen's Tower is today, has not yet been built. This is next to one of the most interesting parts of this painting, and that is Westminster Abbey. Of course, if we stand here today, you can't see Westminster Abbey from the south bank of the River Thames. And that's what's so moving about the title of this painting, The Last View of the Abbey. It shows what would have been a place where generations of Londoners once gathered to see this medieval marvel hidden by a later marvel, a Victorian marvel. And this really is the last glimpse of the Abbey.